Well, I just got off work and I want to play with my rod. Both of them, actually. Now, what I've got here is a couple of new ultralights that I want to play with. 13 Fishing Defy Black 6.6 ultralight, Shimano Sensilite 6.6 ultralight, and I wanted to make them, or make this as even as a comparison as possible. Shimano reel, Shimano rod, 13 Fishing reel, 13 Fishing rod. This has 4-pound fluorocarbon, this has 4-pound mono. Not that big of a difference, really. One thing I've noticed already, the 13 Fishing rod is definitely a lot lighter tipped than the Shimano, but that's neither here nor there. But I've got the little fanny pack with several different color bobby garlands, several different size jig heads, because that's things we need to know. And oh my, oh my, oh my, the crappie spot is up and flooded. This is a good thing, because this right here tells me there's bait fish moving in from the river, and what's going to be right behind that bait fish? Big mean stuff. So probably in the next couple of days I'll have to be back up here with some cat rods and sling some baits, see what we can catch. Well, I guess right here is about as good a spot as any, since where I usually stand at is like right there, and it's under like 2 feet of water. Anyway, we're going to start out with the 13 Fishing combo, and I'm going to start out with 1/64 heads on both of them. Same color head, same style, same bait. They're Bobby Garland Edie bits, and just switch up every so often. First cast with the Defy Black 4-pound mono that I spooled up this morning. Cast as 1/64 head, halfway decent. Now, one thing I do have to deal with is we do have quite a bit of wind today, so that's going to be a problem. One thing I noticed right off the bat when I put these reels on these rods is this setup, even though it's a lot lighter tip, this setup is a lot heavier. Not by a lot, but it's noticeable. Hey, we got us one. It ain't real big, but it feels good with this rod. What the heck are you? You're doing like a 720 triple no scope. You're a... Chill. Can I have my bait back? I will let you go. Shh. Good green sunfish. That's one of the bigger green sunfish I've caught in a long time. And if I had my cat rods with me down here, you would not be going, I mean, you'd be going back in there, but you'd have about a 6 or 8 aught hook in your back. All right, well, we've caught something on the 13 Fishing rod. Actually, let me fix that. Hey, we got something on the Sensilite, and it is a, get up here in the light where you can see it. It's a, ooh, pretty beat up warmouth. Something's got a gash out of that tail. I about guarantee you those gars that fought for it. Let's get a picture. That is a gorgeous fish. Kersploosh. Going right back down there to do fishy things. Got it. What are you? You are a scrappy little yellow bass. Pretty good one too. Woo! Can't be hurting my new rod now. Can't be hurting my new rod. Open your mouth just for a picture. That's a pretty good yellow bass. It's not a monster, but it's for a yellow bass around here. That's pretty good size. It's probably 8-9 inches, something like that. That's large. Whatever that was hit it hard too. And of course it's a drumfish. And it's also snagged. Can't count it toward my logbook, but I'm going to count that toward fighting with the new rods and checking them out. Hey, we finally got our third fish on the Defy rod. Pretty green sunfish. You got a chunk too. Hey. That was unexpected. A rather loud, or oh, please tell me that was my rod tapping the bridge. I'm gonna set you down because I really don't want you to break. Magnum crappie. That's every bit of 12, 13 inches. Kersploosh. The rod seems fine. It's been every bit of about 30 minutes since I've caught a fish. Got a couple of bites. What was that? There's something big out there. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Well, I need a bigger fish. Alright, well, I didn't exactly set out to catch a bunch of fish this afternoon because it's almost bluebird skies and it's just high pressure. Fish just don't like high pressure days. Alright, first impressions of the rods. The feel of them, like the grip, definitely goes to the Shimano. Like I said in the unboxing video I did, the grip is the same as the SLX and SLX-A rods. So if you're familiar with those, you already know what this rod's going to feel like. This one is definitely a stiffer ultralight rod. It definitely casted better with the heavier jig heads like 32nd ounce and 16th ounce, and I could have tried 1/8, but I didn't have any on me. But yeah, it's definitely a stiffer rod. Casted great overall. Fighting with the fish, it definitely felt really good. It had quite a bit of control. It was definitely fun. Kind of stiff for an ultralight though. Now, the 13 fishing rod. This combo as it is definitely heavier than this one, mostly because of this reel that's on it. It's a heavier reel. The grip isn't as comfortable as the Sensilite. The castability is definitely really good with smaller jig heads like 1/64 and 1/32. The 13 definitely had a more of a true ultralight kind of feel to it as far as casting it, just the feel of it and fighting the fish. It definitely had that softer tip like an ultralight actually has. The weirdest way I could put the two of these rods, the 13 is definitely the truer ultralight. And the Shimano Sensilite is a heavy ultralight, if that makes any kind of sense at all. It's still an ultralight rod. It doesn't feel like it when you're just kind of whipping it a little bit, but once you get into a fish, you can definitely feel that ultralight come out of it. It's a awesome little setup for about $49, $50. I highly recommend it. It will be an extremely versatile rod, especially if you like throwing heavier stuff on your ultralight setups. This one, again, if you want just a more true ultralight, get yourself a 13 fishing Defy black. This one, like I was saying in the unboxing, 6.6. This one's a 6.6, but this one's more true than this one. The one thing that I definitely noticed with both of them is both of them would definitely benefit from a better reel than the Shimano Sienna and the 13 fishing Creed GT 1000. This is way too physically heavy of a reel. It could definitely stand for something that's about 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces lighter. And this one here, there's nothing wrong with either one of these reels, by the way. The Sienna is a really good reel for that $30 price point. So I mean, if something happens to it, you're only out about 30 bucks. But it's not as quiet as a higher end reel. So what I'm probably going to do is replace both of these reels with a Shimano Sahara or Shimano Sedona or something like that, which are the same weight reels as I think the Sienna. This one definitely balanced better with this reel on it, just the feel of it and the weight. This one being heavier, you definitely felt more weight down toward the butt end, which makes the reel and rod, or the combination I should say, fairly unbalanced. This one definitely has a better grip, more balanced, worked better with heavier jigs. This one works better with lighter jigs, more true action. Both of them, like Fish Anything said, both are extremely even rods when matched up. Where one lacks, the other one has the advantage. Where the other lacks, the other one has the advantage. They're very evenly matched rods. They're awesome. I'll leave links in the description to each of these rods, and I'll leave links in the description to a couple of videos that Fish Anything did on these rods, and he goes into a little bit better detail on how they perform than I did, mostly because I have a terrible way with words. Anyway, I hope you like this first opinions video on the Shimano Sensilite Ultralight and the 13 Fishing Defy Silver Ultralight. Thanks for watching.